Hi everyone, it's Tammy. Sorry, I wasn't sure if my camera had started yet, but it looks like it has. So I'm like a little late to start. It is early anyway. It's 7 o'clock. It's not so early, but I stayed up until 2 o'clock, so it is early for me. So I have my coffee here, and I don't know why I am just excited about these videos, and I want to get them filmed because I enjoy it so much. So, and here comes my fuzz. Hi, baby. You want to say hi this morning? Say hi to everybody. Ah, you're totally moving the camera. Goofball monkey. Say hi, though. Say hi. Look up. Say hi. I'm Mr. Fuzz. I'm Mr. Fuzz. I'm a good boy. Okay. I love you, Fuzz. Can you hear his motor running? He has a loud motor. Here he is again. Okay, I need to get this filmed, and I haven't even started, and we're more than a minute into it, and nothing has happened yet, Fuzz. People are going to say, what's going on with Tammy? She's crazy. Oh, goodness, and you keep moving the thing? Baby boy, how about Mama opens the window for you? Here. There. There you go. Okay, that should do it, I hope. Whew, sorry about that, but this is real life, and I think you guys kind of enjoy that a little bit, because I know that it's real life. So I am doing a series where I'm taking the retired stamp sets and doing 3 cards with them, posting them at noon on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and this week's selection is the White Christmas. Now he's playing with the blinds. Actually, he's just wagging his tail and it's hitting the blind thing, so I put those up. There we go. We should be good. I can't get upset with him for wagging his tail, can I? If I had a tail that looked like that, I'd be wagging it all the time. It's so pretty. So anyway, I'm making myself laugh. That was kind of weird. Wow. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's really get this thing started. I'm almost wondering if I should edit all of that out or just start over, but I'm gonna leave it. All right, we are using the White Christmas set, and we are going to do 3 different cards, and hopefully this gives you some inspiration and some ideas to use with the stamps that are retiring. And of course, you can interchange these with any stamp sets. They don't have to be for this particular stamp set or whatever, but this is just kind of an inspirational kind of a video series, and I think I'll continue it afterward because I really am enjoying it. And if you guys like it, please leave a comment below or give me a thumbs up or both, and subscribe to my channel if you love it. And you can shop down below at my shop, and there's a Hostess code, so please use that. And yeah, this is fun. So this set I purchased when I started Stampin' Up. This was one of my original and I just started in February, but it was one of my original, when you sign up, you get a certain amount of product. Right now it's $125 worth of product for $99. When I signed up, they had a special where you got $150 worth of product for $99, and I got this as one of my starter kit things. I just love this little snowman. I think he's so cute, and I love that you can put this tree on top of the car. And oh my goodness, he is over here again. Okay, he's going on his little, I made a little shelf for him, and he's going up there. So I love this polar bear too. Isn't that cute? So we're going to use both of those, not today, but today we're going to use this little car and this little tree because I think that that's just adorable. So this is going to be a pretty easy-ish card. And I haven't used these, of course, because I just got them in February and it's not Christmas yet. And now that it's retiring, I need to use them. So for this card, we are going to use some archival Stampin' Up! Black Basic ink. This won't smear or run. And then we're going to use some real red and some cucumber crush. So I'm going to go ahead and open all of those so that I will have them ready for myself. The only thing I don't have out that I might want is a little piece of ribbon. I'm thinking about that right now, but we'll see. And then I also need my block. I think I'll use the block today instead of the Misty for this particular card. I have an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock cut in half at 4 1/4, and then we are going to fold it at 5 1/2, or just fold it in half, and it will then measure, where's my bone folder? It will then measure 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, which gives you an A2 size card. Well, oh, there it is. Just fell down the side of it. So it'll give you an A2 size card, and I love my bone folder. So then I also have a piece of, what is this? This is 5 1/4 by 4, and actually this piece is going to go on the inside like that. And then this piece is going to go here, and I cut this at 5 by 2. Let me double check. I wrote it on the end. No, 5 1/4 by 2. And I'm going to notch it, and I will teach you how to do that. And then we're going to use this to cut a little circle, and that's what's going to have our car in it. So let's go ahead and notch this first. So to notch this, you just take your scissors and you find the halfway point. I'm going to do it on this side just because with these lines, trying to find the halfway kind of makes my eyes cross. So I'm going to find the halfway point, and I'm going to cut up as far as I want the notch to go. And you can make that as deep or as angled as you want. Shallow, I guess. So I'm taking from corner to the top of where I cut my little line. So from the corner to the top of my line. And there we go. A beautiful notch. It works every time, and it's fabulous. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down here. And I'm just going to start it right at the top and go down. So these are going to be the first Christmas cards I think that I've made this year, which would make perfect sense since it's only April. But that'll be kind of fun. And then I have another piece of this little cardstock. I thought I did. What did I do with it? Did you guys see that? What did I do with it? I thought I had another little piece of the cardstock that I was going to put on the inside of this card. Well, I will look for it, and if I find it, I'll use it, and if not, I'll cut another piece maybe. But I'm just going to put this down on the inside. That is bizarro, 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 bizarro. I feel like my voice is deeper because I'm tired. But I'm okay. It's just, you know how that is. So now I'm going to take this piece of scrappy cardstock, and I get to use my big shot. And maybe I shouldn't have opened those already, but that's okay. Oops. I need it to be this way because I'm right-handed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little circle in here with my framelits, which are also retiring. And I'm going to miss these much. And I don't know what size I want to use. Maybe this one. Yeah, that looks good. As long as the car can fit inside. Yeah, he will. Maybe I'll go just one bigger if I have enough room on my white. And I do. So I'll just go one bigger just to be positive. Okay. So I'm putting that on my white, and then I am going to top it off and run it through my big shot. When you hear that snap, you know you're done good. Okay. I think I'm done with my big shot for this card unless I decide to do something else. I think we'll use it for another card too. And then I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to stamp the little car and the tree on top of here. And then I think I'll do a little sentiment as well. So I'm going to, let's see if I have a stamp I want to use. Nah, well, maybe. Not a stamp or punch. This one might be too big. I'm going to try it anyway. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to punch out this label punch. So this is the label punch. That is not retiring. And I'm thinking I might cut it in half. How would that look? That would look all right, I think. Let's just do it and see. What do you think? So I'm just going to line up my two little arrows or points on my grid line. I'm going to hold this down tight and go fast. And while I have this out, I'm just going to go ahead and cut another piece of this because I don't know where my other one went. I think I'm going to do it this way. And how much do I want? Maybe 3/4 of an inch. That does not look straight, but it's probably because it's got that weird pattern on it. So yes, that's straight. I'll do 3/4 of an inch. Cut that out. And I need it to be 3/4 by 4. So I will cut it again at 4. Oh, it is at 4. Well, didn't that work out nicely? So I will put a little strip of tape on the back of this. And then I'm going to put this on the inside here at the bottom just to add it a little more, I don't know, fun. That's fun, right? Okay, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. So I'm going to take my little car. I'm not going to stick this down yet. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it first. And I'm going to use my black archival ink. And I'm going to put it in the center. Like that. And I'm going to get out my scrubber. I do love my scrubber. This is the Stampin' Scrub. One side you spray with the Stampin' Mist, the other side you leave dry. That way when you clean your stamps, you have the wet side and then the dry side. So you're drying them before you put them back, and it takes good care of them. And that Stampin' Mist smells good. Added bonus. So, and you can get refill for the Stampin' Mist, which is nice too. And I'm going to take my tree. Woo, and I'm going to cough, excuse me. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. I'm going to ink that up. And then I will, I'm sorry, my head is probably going to get in the way. I just want this to lay nicely on the roof of the car. Hopefully that did it. Yay! And if it didn't do it, oh my god, oh no I didn't. If it didn't do it, that's what the other side is for. That's why we didn't stick it down yet. I've learned to most of the time remember that. Sometimes I still forget, but you mess up as much as I do. It gets through to your head sometime. So then I'm going to put this little guy back down. And then I think I'm going to take my little snow thing. Where's my block? Oh, whew. And scrap piece of paper here. And I'm going to put a few snow and you know what? Maybe I should do this in a bluish color. I'm going to. Sorry. Clean off that black. I don't need that anymore. Well, yes, I might, but let's see, what blue color could I use? How about the Tempting Turquoise? And we're just going to make it snow. There we go. I think I'm done with the archival black. I think I am. Okay, so now I'm going to clean the snow off. And I need a sentiment. Where'd the snow go? Oh, right there. And the sentiments are thinking of you at Christmas and sending every good wish for the coming year. I think I'll just, and then there's this one that says Merry Christmas, which is really cute, and I think we'll use that on another card, but I think for this one, oh good, it fits. I was afraid I was going to have to cut it, which I don't particularly care to do, but I will sometimes if I need to. So thinking of you at Christmas, and I think that we will do this in, I think we're going to do this one in the Cucumber Crush. Thinking of you at Christmas, and then I will stamp that right down on here. Perfect. And then I will clean this off. And put it away. And then now we can start again. Yay! Okay, I am going to get out a little dauber. I think I have a red one going on. Yes, I do. This is a technique that I love to do. You just kind of take the edges and you blend in the color. And this, I happen to have a red one already going on. You could, if you, and this is just a sponge. These, we sell these, I think, for a pack of 3 for like $4 or something. And each one makes 8 of these. You literally just cut it like you would a pie. And then I usually label them like the different color that it is so that I know. So when I'm doing it, I can put it on here, but I didn't do that, but that's okay. But I just like to have it so that I can do things like this. Handy dandy. And this one I didn't even have to re-ink. There was enough ink still on there that I could just use it just like that. And now we're going to do a little bit of watercoloring, which is oh so fun. This is the Aqua Painter. And one thing that I love about this basic black ink is that It doesn't run, so you can use it to do some watercoloring, but you also don't have to use watercolor paper if you're using the thick Whisper White, or even if it's just a small area like this, this is just the regular Whisper White and it will work just fine. I'm going to take my Cucumber Crush and I'm going to push it when it's closed, push it just down so that some of the ink gets on the lid. Actually, that's a lot of ink that got on the lid. This is a really juicy pad. And I will do the same thing with my red, and you can see that I've done that before with this. And that becomes our color palette. I probably need to re-ink our red. There's enough there to work with though, it's fine. And then you take your little aqua painter, and this is filled with water, and it is awesome. I love this thing. And you will need a piece of scrap paper. And you just color in. There's so much juice on this, I don't even need very much. I mean, you really seriously don't need much at all. And you just literally color the object that you want to color. And I am going to go a little darker around where the black is. So I'm just doing that straight from, I'm not pushing any water out. I'm just kind of using it as a paintbrush. And I'm just going around where the black is on the tree, because those, in my opinion, would be the darkest areas. Oh, I didn't get a brown to do the tree stump. I might have to do that. And then I think it would be dark where it's laying against the car. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze a little bit of water out, and I'm going to get this going, see how it like makes it a little lighter. And now I'm just going to bring this water in, get a little bit of this, bring the water in, and color. And then when you have everything colored the way that you want, you can go in and highlight if you want to. I love this because you can, like, I don't know, it's kind of like the alcohol markers in a way, where you can go in and like still highlight and make things a little more to your liking and a little more realistic, but it gives it that soft watercolory effect, and I just love it. Isn't that cute? So there's that, and then you just take your brush and you rub it until the water comes out clear, and look how the brush, that's Cucumber Crush, man, and you can't even see it. This is an awesome technique, and I love these brushes, and I don't think that we do enough with them. I know I'm guilty of that. And then I'm going to take my red and do kind of the same thing. And I'm just being careful about the top of the car here. And these brush sets come in a set of 2. I think they are a little pricey. I think they're $17 for 2. I don't know where I'm coming up with that number, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But I tell you what, they last forever. It's an investment in your craft. If this is something that you like to do, I would highly recommend that you get them, because they're lots of fun to work with. And if you like to color, this is an awesome technique. And you don't have to purchase the markers. You can just use the ink pads that you already have. There we go. Then I'm running that clear. Again, isn't that amazing? So I think I'm done with those 2. I think I will use some of the black, and I think I'm going to use some of the blue for the windows. So I'm glad I got that out. So I'm going to use the black for the tires. I could go ahead and use a pen or a marker for those, but I'm not going to because I'm doing everything else in the watercolor. So I'm just taking my watercolor, dipping it in the black, and going straight on for the tires because I want those to be kind of darker. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to lighten it up a little bit, and I'm going to color the bumpers and these little handles like that. And then I'm going to take the Tempting Turquoise get all that black off of there. Now that did stain it a little bit, but that is the archival black, so maybe that's why. I've never had that happen before, but I've never used it on the archival black either, so that's probably why, but that's okay. As long as it runs clear, it's not going to mess it up. And I'm taking this, and I'm just going to lightly go over the windows so it will look a little more like glass. There we go. And I see something on my lid. I don't know what that is. Weird. Okay. So then when you have your watercoloring, oh, I'm not done because I still want a brown, don't I, for the tree stump. Again, you could simply get a marker out if you wanted to. And I'm just going straight from the pad to this because I just have one little thing to do. There we go. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to put this Thinking of You at Christmas right here, probably like that. Offset it a little bit, maybe with a dimensional. Now both of my boy cats are over by the window. And do I want to pop that up too, or just this one? I think just that one. So I'm going to just stick this one down right like so. Is it straight? Oh no, I don't think this is straight. This is straight, but I don't think my little sentiment is straight. Let's see if I can carefully lift it up. Maybe I can just do this side. And then move it up just a hair. There we go. Now, if you want to make the card sparkle a little bit, you could maybe add a bow, or maybe I think I'm going to add some sparkle. I could use, I'm going to use the embossing powder. I know I have one open, but I couldn't find it when I was looking over there just this morning, so I thought, well, oh well, I'm opening another one. Okay, so to do this, it's super easy and it's super fun. I'm going to get out my glue, my two-way glue pen. You could use an embossing pen or you could use glue. It doesn't really matter. You're just trying to get just a tiny bit of glue on to the area that you want the embossing powder to stick to. And I'm just going over all these little snow dots, and I added one or two. And then I'm also going to put a little bit on the tree. And if I was smart, I would have done this prior to putting it down, but you know, things happen. So I'm taking my embossing powder, and this is the, oh gosh, I think it's called Dazzling Diamonds, and it is beautiful. I love it. Gosh, I got a lot of it back in the thing already. How about that? So then I'm just going to tap it to get all of the extra out, because I don't need the extra to be hanging out. And then I will take this. I really did do a pretty good job of getting it all back in there. Put that there. I'll put the lid on it before I'm wearing embossing powder. And this is called Iridescent Ice. Sorry. Dazzling Diamonds is something else. And then you take your heat gun and you start it up. I'm going to start it right now on 2. And then you, goodness, I don't have enough room for some reason. There we go. Then you aim it at the areas that need to be embossed. And don't keep it on any area for any length of time, because it can burn the paper. And you're just trying to melt that embossing powder. And you can kind of see it changing colors, but this is such a small area, I don't think you can see that. And then sometimes I like to just take the back and heat that up a little bit too, because it does start to warp a little bit, and I don't want it to. So if you heat up the back, lots of times it will help. And seeing that pretty? Yay! And I think that's how I'm going to leave it. I like it like that. Thinking of you at Christmas, and then you open it up and it has a fun little thing here. So there is card number 1 for our Christmas collection of White Christmas. Stay tuned on Wednesday and Friday for cards 2 and 3. Thanks for watching.